Hey guys, what's up? Mr. Phoenix here, bringing you guys a kind of a unique video. I'm not usually the type to start or be involved with drama whatsoever, and normally when things like this happen, I just look past it, I just kind of move on, out of sight, out of mind, that type of viewpoint from it. Um, but I just I just feel the need, and I will say, I was on my smartphone, and I got a notification that Dzeeff here uploaded a video, and for what it's worth, I watched the entire 8-minute video. I did. And this isn't really a reaction so much as just kind of me dissecting everything he's saying and kind of translating it into whatever sort of context we could put it into. Um, it's not that I'm putting words in his mouth or taking words out of his mouth and turning it into something that it's not, but I just kind of want to go down and I guess it's kind of a bit of a review video. First of all, um, a few things on my card game channel, Card Master Feelings. I'm actually subscribed to Dzeeff. I'm a pretty big fan of him. He's not my favorite YouTuber, but he's far from my least favorite. Overall, I like his content. Pretty cool guy. I don't understand, in all honesty, why he has as big a fan base as he does, because he for lack of a better term, his kind of content is overall just kind of haphazard. What I mean by that is, one time it's about analyzing how someone else got over 100k, then it's why he thinks that Nats or regional qualifiers, whatever, is good for the game, and then it's just his reports of other people, just different things. It's a bunch of different topics, which is kind of odd, because I'm going to assume, of his subscribers are here for his Yu-Gi-Oh content, not for his random videos that they just happened to feel in the mood for searching up one day on YouTube, and they came across this guy, and with that one video in mind, they thought, hey, this guy's pretty chill, let me just add him to my sub box. I mean, I wouldn't say that's really, I don't think that's accurate, really. I will preface this by saying I'm not jealous of him in any way. Honestly, I don't think I need to say this, because I have no reason to be jealous of, and this is going to come out wrong, someone like him, you know? Um, I genuinely am not jealous of this guy in any way, nor any other YouTubers. Um, Let me just kind of start off by also scrolling down, and as you can see, 5 minutes ago, I made a post, and I was genuine about it. I sincerely am happy that he got to this milestone. That's just amazing, right? I really am. I really, truly am happy for him. But nonetheless, I think I just need to kind of point out what I feel is wrong with this, and kind of just my, I guess, dissection of what's wrong with this video overall. He goes back multiple times to compare his growth rates according to some charts that I'm guessing social blade, from the looks of it. It could be some other sites, but I'm pretty sure that if not primarily, at least a portion of it was from Social Blade. As you can see, he's got his charts here. And that is fairly impressive growth, right? And he does say that he's not trying to, in his words, stand on his own soapbox. And I can appreciate the fact that he's not trying to brag and the fact that he makes that apparent. But it's kind of like if you say something insulting, like you say, does this dress make me look fat? And you say yes. There's really no way to kind of take that back, It's just kind of something you screwed up on, and it's just kind of stuck there, It's in a position where once it is publicized, it's kind of molded into you as this thing that will always be something you've done or said or whatever, right? But, and then he goes on, and he does this for a bit. And he just goes on to, keep on saying how, overall, looking at his graphs and everything, that he thinks it's impressive and that he's kind of broken a new tier of Yugi tubing. He passed Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! Who, in all fairness, I know of him, but I've never really heard of him outside of the fact he's a Yugi tuber and he's somewhat large. I guess my biggest problem is he keeps going back to this chart. I can't find the exact frames when he does it, but it's mainly around here. It's mainly these 20 seconds, and then he does it a little bit more. Not too much more, but he does it a little bit more. But my biggest problem is I can't get over the fact that he's viewing this as, look how far I've come, which it's looking how far you've gotten in hindsight in any sort of goal or hobby, that's not bad. I think looking at data and using it to accurately represent a portion of your overall achievements, I'd say it's actually a fairly good trait to have. But my problem is, unless he is sub-botting, which I know he isn't because he's a good man, he wouldn't sub-bot. I'm positive, I guarantee you that every single person who subscribed to his YouTube channel, the reason that those numbers are so big, they're all people behind those computers clicking that red button. Because I know he's not the type of person that would just go and sub-bot. Okay, leave that to Lispy Jimmy and people like that. Okay, but I mean, I genuinely believe Dzeeff is a good man. Right? I do. I really do. So from that, I perfectly understand he's not sub-botting. He, I guess, earned this, is what I'm saying. But the fact that he's trying to look at it from a statistical standpoint, more so than a kind of realistic standpoint, it wasn't really his doing overall. It's just there aren't that many good. It's not even that there aren't that many good. There just aren't many YouTubers out there at all, and there probably are dozens that are just buried underneath people like me who only have about 30 or a little bit more, a little bit less, but those people aren't really going to get many views because people are always going to be going towards the bigger people, kind of like Team Samurai X1, God knows why with his clickbait, but, I mean, just Google him on YouTube and look at his deck profile names. I mean, you're just, anyway, I mean, even his product opening videos are just, it's like, oh my god, the best, almost died. Okay, he didn't say almost died, but really, it does get ridiculous. I feel Team Samurai X1 is basically kind of like the phase rain of Yugi tubing. If he goes into a pond and he trips on a piece of wooden plank, he's gonna say almost died, drowned, gone wrong, social experiment or something like that. Some crazy stuff like that, right? I mean, And I know it seems mean that I'm just calling them out, but I mean, again, I like Dzeeff. I'm not gonna go ahead and say I like Team Samurai X1 because I'd be lying, and I don't lie. I don't like him. I don't enjoy his content. Now that being said, just because I don't enjoy his content, I don't go and dislike all his videos and leave negative comments like trash kid. Like I don't believe in all that stuff, right? It's just that's not the way to go about it. If you don't like it, fine, don't watch it, right? Be reasonable. Be a man about it. Don't go making some kid feel suicidal just because you can't handle something that was made from someone who just wants to post his thoughts on his own deck or something that he bought with his own money and now he's opening it for you guys. Don't be mean about that, right? But I guess the main point of this is that it's people. The people clicking that subscribe button is what's making those numbers possible. Now, yes, that is affected. In a way, in a couple ways, that is affected by your content. But at the end of the day, if you post enough deck profiles, if you post enough Yu-Gi-Oh content or any content related to one specific thing, you're gonna build up that fan base, and that fan base is gonna subscribe to you just because you're a very relevant creator of said game or comic book genre, just whatever the topic of your channel is. People just subscribe to you because, oh, well, I'm trying to look for people who are currently involved and actively posting on a relevant subject to topics I like, and that just so happens to be the largest people that pop up first for some reason, because they need more exposure. God knows, uh, people like DC if it's going to their heads, but I guess I'm just trying to wrap this up by saying I am proud. I'm proud. I really am proud that you hit this milestone, but don't let it go to your head. The reason that you're where you're at is because people cared enough to click that red button for you. It's not because it's something that you did so marvelously well that other people did wrong, because he does take a bit of time in this video to, in as polite a way as I possibly could say it, he critiques the. Oh, okay, even that's kind of rude. He very gently points out the flaws in other people's content, and he's made a video or two about this, about roasting his subscribers' subscriptions or the channels that his subscribers watch, and I have nothing wrong with constructive criticism. I just feel he takes it a bit too far, if that makes sense. But overall, again, I am proud of Dzeeff's accomplishment, and I really do like him. I'm probably always going to stay subscribed to him, and I'm probably always going to have notifications on for him, because I like his content. I just don't really agree with his viewpoint on this video. Oh, I'm doing so well, and you guys just aren't putting effort into it, which is why you guys are kind of falling down, you know? Which is, I know it's not his exact words, but it wouldn't be super far-fetched to kind of gather that from what he's saying. Because you're like, oh, well, I haven't really started trying, but when I start trying, look what I've been doing. Everyone else is kind of flatlining because, you know, they're not really trying or whatever. I mean, it's not that I hate him for it, it's just like, I respect him so much, it's like I wish he hadn't said that, because then we would have no beef, and this video wouldn't be in existence. Nonetheless, I just feel the need that I just kind of need to speak my mind on this and just kind of get my thoughts out there. Again, I'm a huge fan of Dzeeff. I'll be the first one to admit people like Team Samurai X1 I'll never be subscribed to, and I will never have notifications on for them just because I don't support the type of content he makes, regardless of if he was a quote-unquote pioneer for it, or if he was the first to create that type of style of YouTube videos. I really couldn't care less. Trash is trash, you know? I mean, okay, well, I mean, I'm not trying to compare him to trash, but really. No matter how much you clean it, trash is trash. No matter how much soap boxes you put in a garbage can, it's still a garbage can. And that's kind of what I'm saying here. No matter how many times you preface it by saying, "Oh, I'm not trying to shoot my own horn," you know that's exactly what you're doing in this video. That's what you're doing in this video. Like, you had to know that you were going to quote unquote share it when you know the point was just trying to make yourself feel better or compensate for something that in all likelihood I would have to assume is kind of lacking at this moment. That being said, I just want to go ahead and apologize ahead of time if I offended him, Dzeeff himself, or anybody. Just know, like I said, I do have a lot of respect for this guy, unlike Team Samurai X1. He is one of my favorite. He's probably in my top 5, actually. He's really, really good to me. I actually like his content a lot. It's just I don't really agree with this one upload and the way that he presented it to the audience. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your host, Cardmaster Phoenix, signing out. See you guys next time. Have a good one.